Joining us now on PPMA TV, sponsored by our good friends at Market Image, is Jonathan from Autopack. Thank you very much for joining us. You have brought a trinity. Actually, you brought more than a trinity of machines, but we're going to take a look at 3 machines. We've got a dry vacuum capper here. Talk to me about what's going on.
So this machine is quite unique. We don't really know of any other suppliers who manufacture these machines. And to preserve shelf life and extend shelf life, we use a dry but also high vacuum system. Yep. So we physically suck out the oxygen in the containers, and that helps preserve the shelf life of the product.
So that it's that bit there when that comes down, you've got a vacuum taking place in there.
And we apply a mechanical vacuum to suck out the oxygen inside the containers. Mm-hmm. And when we apply the cap, there's no oxygen left into the jars, and then that helps us extend the shelf life of the product.
And bless Hannah for keeping this machine running. Thank you very much, Hannah.
You're doing very well.
Right, we've got another machine. We're going to go over to this corner here where I can see people busy getting this machine ready for us. Follow us over here, Rob. Let's have a look at what's going on here.
So here, this is for our liquid food production lines. So we have a 4-head servo filler, hygienic filler, which fills products like ketchups and mayonnaises into a variety of containers. But today we brought along with us plastic squeezy bottles. Yep. And this will do up to 1 litre fills, and then once it's filled, we're transporting over to our 3-head rotary capper to apply a plastic screw cap onto the top of the containers.
What kind of throughputs are we talking about here?
Generally, we're talking about 10 per minute per head, so a 4-head will be about 40 a minute.
Okay. What's special about this system? Why would one of your customers say, this is absolutely the one for me and none other?
So it's based or designed with food in mind. So it's a hygienic design with a hygienic design tank, which has connections on for cleaning automatically. All of the parts that come into contact with the product are made from food grade materials, and also they are designed with cleaning in mind, which means they can be stripped down and cleaned manually if needed very quickly.
Perfect stuff. Okay, let's race down to the final. I warn you, this is going to be a noisy one. Come over here and let's have a look at what is going on here. I mean, there are bottles being thrown around all over the shop here. This is very dramatic.
So what we have here is we are missing the hopper, which feeds the bottles, but this is an empty bottle unscrambling machine. So companies buy plastic bottles in big bags and big boxes, and they need to be orientated and placed face down onto a conveyor to feed a production line.
So Wayne was essentially acting as your hopper a moment ago.
He is, yes, he's our hopper filling the machine up. That's right.
I mean, it looks chaotic in here, but as the camera's seeing, when these bottles come out the other side, they are perfectly aligned, exactly as you would want them.
They are indeed. This is our compact model. So this is the smallest machine that we do, 1.1 metre diameter bowl, and this will give you somewhere in the region of 10 to 12,000 bottles an hour per round containers.
Very good, very good. Right, let's come over here to somewhere a little bit less noisy and a bit more sedate. Thank you very much indeed for chatting us through those. I really appreciate that, Jonathan. Tell me about how PPMA show has been for you, and what kind of conversations you're hoping to have with your customers this year.
So for us as a company, our target is definitely SMEs. So smaller companies in the UK, predominantly food manufacturers. So we intend, and we did last year, we did a lot of. We've got a lot of inquiries from small companies doing condiments, preservatives, jams. So we're hoping for more of the same this year.
Has the market changed at all? Obviously, we've got various changes happening in various parts of society and indeed in the economy right now, let's face it. From your point of view, are you noticing any changes in what your customers are wanting and demanding right now?
Automation is always a hot topic, so people are becoming harder to come by, and there's definitely a labour shortage. So that, coupled with the cost of labour, means a lot of companies are looking to automate.
And as far as you guys are concerned, PPMA show, good conversations, having the right people here, and hopefully being able to get the right feedback and maybe fill that order book.
Oh, absolutely, yes, that's the intention.
Listen, Jonathan, thank you very much indeed for joining us today. Have a very successful PPMA Total Show 2022.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.